Welcome to Should We Do Snacks Broken Lines, where I tell you about my alcoholic struggles and how I'm going to stay sober for the rest of my life. So this morning, I woke up, I got a dream, I got a plan, I got something I want to do. I'm happy, been happy here for a nice little amount of time. Just trying to figure things out. But, I'm coming to a snag. So it's like I got a dream. My dream is to stay sober, and staying sober is to help me push this dream out of my head. So it's like, I've been doing everything I can to make sure this dream comes true. And it's like, while I'm trying to do this dream, I keep hitting roadblocks. I keep hitting stops. I keep having problems where I can't get over the next level, or something's coming up. And it's like, or this happened, or you gotta do this, you gotta do that. It's like, and it hits inside like, man, do I keep going? Do I keep going, or quit? Or maybe I'll never get there, or maybe I need more, I don't know. But in my head, it's just like, I'm feeling that feeling back to when I used to drink, and I used to be like, man, fuck it. Let me go take a sip and hope it'll feel better and wash my problems into that. I'm kind of there now. Instead of doing that, going to a bar and trying to forget about my problems, and drinking liquor and causing myself to relapse and mess up all the good luck that God has given me in this time period. I sit down, I think, I sit in that moment, because all it is a moment. I feel them feelings, I listen to what my higher power is telling me, like, what's the next step to do? Before I used to go to the bar, drink 1,000 pounds of liquor, the problem still be there. Now, I go to my testy, I like Michelob's, non-alcoholic. I started drinking non-alcoholics when I went out one day and I was trying to go out. I was like fresh during my sobriety. And I'm like, oh, I got it. And when I went out, I was around everything just started hitting me. Around all this liquor, all these people having fun. So I'm like, damn, I used to have fun like that. Damn, I need liquor to have fun like that. And I'm trying. And it's like I was feeling out of place because, everybody got shots, taking shots, got, drinks in their hand. And so I went over to the bartender and was like, you got anything non-alcoholic? She poured this out. I was like, ew, I would have never drunk one of them in my real time. But it still allowed me to enjoy that night. I've learned that with me, it's not wanting to drink alcohol, it's drinking away my pain and trying to fit in. I know some people out there that, you just want to fit in with the rest of the group. It's like, how can the rest of the world drink and you can't? Now we can. They even got a commercial for non-alcoholic beer. So like I said, I'm at this crossroad. I'm trying to figure out what to do. This dream is so important to me. I just need to get over that next hump. I got to stay sober again. I know I'll be 6 months July 2nd. Like I told my therapist out there, I had my first big, not test for grief because my folks ain't died. But as soon as he told me that, boom, it clicked. I'm on the internet, I'm pushing his message, I'm pushing all this. I got the biggest dopamine rush I ever had in my life. And I've had money in my life. I've celebrated big time. I've celebrated with stars. I've done a lot. But to help him, even though I'm not like, here you go, I found a kidney, here you go. No, to try to push. And even if I fail and I don't get him a kidney, he falls asleep for the last time knowing that the world loved him. Knowing that the world was trying, it helps him. So that's what's pushing me through this now. Like, I'm not going to drink. Because being sober has got me so many opportunities and allowed me to think, allowed me to feel my feelings, allowed me to navigate through life without having to say, I gotta drink. Without waking up with hangovers, without worrying about what happened yesterday, without trying to say sorry to somebody. Another struggle I've come up with, I get bored is, watching the games. NBA final time, everybody out chilling. You want to sit down and drink and have fun with everybody else. You know what I do? I go out, I want to go to certain places. And that's another thing y'all alcoholic places gotta do. How y'all selling beer at these places, but don't sell to the non-alcoholic ones? You gotta make them order them. That doubles their money. And they're the same prices. Like, I don't get that. But, you know, so I would go out. You know, I'm most happy staying in, so grab me a non-alcoholic, sit in front of the TV. My self-esteem doesn't drop. I don't feel low. I don't feel like I'm not like a real person. You know, it's all about how we feel in here, so we can get to where we want to go. You know, I feel confident in here. Sobriety is easy. Brother, but I'm back. You know, I'm still here. You know, and these are my true feelings. You know, I'm going, like right now, I got that shake like I want to drink. But that shake is for me just, you know, I got a goal that I'm trying to get to this weekend that it don't seem like it's going to happen. So that shake is just me enthused and trying to make sure it happens, trying to figure it out. That's my brain going through it back and forth. Like, yo, how can we make this happen? And whether I figure out or not, you know, I'm going to sit in it, figure out what happened, what went wrong that I couldn't do it myself to make it happen, and then go from there and continue the life that I've been doing. Remember, if you ever feel like you gotta go back, if you ever feel like it's that time, if you ever feel like you can't take it no more, if you ever feel like, you know, you want to be like everybody else, just go pick up a non-alcoholic. Drink it. Sit down, relax. After the second sip, you realize drinking ain't even that important. That's your feelings in your head that you think about. That's the most important part. This should we do, and this is Broken Lines. It's just my thoughts. Thank you.
Shuby.
Yeah. Subscribe.